Okay, and here we are with the IGETC General Education sheet. Now this sheet you're going to want to follow if you, for example, know you definitely want to transfer to a UC school. So this would be, UCSD, UCLA, UC Santa Barbara, any of the UCs. Okay. This plan is the most versatile because it'll also cover the CSUs, remember the California State Universities, plus private schools, plus out of state. So for those of you that are undecided about where you want to transfer to, this might be the best one for you to follow. So again, it's one course in each section. You'll see how the English repeats here for section 1A. So again, the ADN 140 would only take if you're interested in nursing. The English 115 happens to be the most popular one to take. If you are an English or literature major, then I would recommend the 115 honors. You would be doing more papers, and that's something that most English and literature majors really enjoy. For section 1B, here's the critical thinking for section 1B, and you'll notice that for IGETC's general education pattern, the critical thinking, there's only 2 classes that are approved here, which is the English 116 or Philosophy 103. They give a lot more options with the CSU GE sheet. For those of you that might have taken AP exams in high school, if you took the AP language composition and you got a 3 or higher, it would cover section 1A. You just need to make sure that you request official transcripts from College Board to be sent directly to Southwestern College. Okay, we can talk a little bit more about that individually, or I can answer questions via email about that. All right, section 1C. So they tell you here this is only for CSU schools. So if you were a student that was thinking, well, I want to stay in San Diego and I'm going to apply to UCSD and San Diego State. Well, San Diego State is a CSU school, so you would want to complete one of these. Okay. Going back up to section 1B, it's only one of these. And again, I've color-coded these sections. So either you've completed the section, you're in progress with the section, or you need a section. For section 3A, you only need one. Again, you know how to look for the course descriptions in the catalog now. You'll notice that there's less options in section 3A than there was in C1 for the CSU GE sheet. Okay. Section 3B, you'll choose one section 3B course. Then there is a third one that you have to choose, and that'll be from either or. So one from each, and then the third one is your choice. Okay, and it tells you that right here as well. Area 4, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Again, there's 3 courses that are required in this section. And you know how to review the course descriptions in the catalog now. Area 5 is physical and biological science, so you are required to do 1 physical science, 1 biological science, and 1 lab. Again, the lab has to correspond to one of the lecture courses you've chosen from Section 1B and Section 5A. So, for example, in Section 5A, if you chose Chemistry 100, remember it's underlined, so that has a lab in it already, so that would also work here. Okay, so Chemistry 100 would cover Section 5A and 5C because it's underlined, it has a lab. So now for here, then you would only have to choose, a lecture class only if you chose one that already has a lab for Section 5A. So you could do maybe Biology 130 or 140 or 145, and you'd have to take a look at the difference between those in the course descriptions in the catalog. For IGETC, you do need to provide proof that you have completed 2 years of a foreign language in high school. Okay, this is specifically an IGETC GE requirement. Some of you may have done AP exams in Spanish or another language, and that would cover this section as well. If you didn't do either one of those, do 2 years of a language or do an AP exam in high school, then you would need to do at least 1 language. Now, the histories. So the CSUs do have this American institutions requirement where you need 2 history classes that cover these 3 areas to graduate from a California State University. So this is not a transfer requirement, okay? I repeat, this is not a transfer requirement, but most students will go ahead and take care of this area because whatever 2 histories you choose down there can be used for Area 4. If you take a look at all the histories below, all those histories are listed in Area 4. So we can, double dip those classes. Your options include African American history, U.S. history, Mexican American history, or political science. So I do want you to read the course descriptions and pick the 2 history classes that you feel you will enjoy the most. Okay, I can show you an example. If a student did African American history 110, it would satisfy both sections US 1, US 2, and so now the student is just left with having to choose one from US 3, which covers specifically California government. Okay, so there you have it. We've gone over the AAGE sheet and the CSU GE sheet and also the IGETC GE sheet. And this is for assignment number 2.